Hello, and welcome to another AASHTOWare project tutorial video. In this tutorial, we will be discussing change orders. A change order is a modification to the original contract. They can be created for a variety of reasons. New items may need to be added to the contract. Existing items may need to be increased or decreased. Changes may need to be made to contract documentation, or the completion date may need to be adjusted. Roles that can create a change order in AASHTOWare project are Project Engineer, Assistant Resident Construction Engineer, Resident Construction Engineer. To create a change order in AASHTOWare project, ensure you are using one of the roles mentioned in the last section and have contract authority for the contract that requires a change order. From the home screen, select the Contract Progress link. Select the contract that requires a change order. Select the Change Orders tab. Click the Add button. The Change Order General tab will open. The system will automatically assign a change order number. Enter the change order date. Description, change order type, and reason. Afterwards, click Save. After saving, a change order explanation section will display along with many new tabs. A change order explanation is required. Enter an order number. This number determines the order in which explanations will be displayed on the change order report. If applicable, choose a reference explanation name. These are pre-made explanations. This field can be left blank if necessary. In addition, you can enter a supplemental explanation. The supplemental explanation can be used in conjunction with the reference explanation, or it can be used separately. Enter your change order explanation. The explanations can be expanded using the magnifier to make data entry easier. Once finished, click Save. The next tab is the Change Order Increase-Decrease tab. Click the Increase-Decrease tab. This tab is used to increase or decrease existing contract items or to balance existing items. To increase or decrease existing contract items, click the Select Items button. If necessary, select Show First 10 to display the contract items. Select all contract items that need to be increased or decreased. The search box, project filter, and category filter can help you locate the items. Once finished, select the Add to Change Order button. Once added, use the Expand Collapse tool to expand the first item. Enter the quantity. In addition, an explanation can be entered for each item but is not required. Repeat the steps for each additional item. Once finished, click Save. The current change order amount will be displayed in the header. Balancing completed items is also located within this tab. Balancing completed items is a useful feature to remove item overruns and item underruns. This feature can be used at any time during the life of a contract. The system automatically calculates what quantity is needed to balance the item or give the item a quantity of 0 remaining. This process requires a user to change the status of a contract item to complete. However, changing the item status in no way prohibits future DWR item postings. Additionally, the item status can be easily changed back to not complete at any time. The Contract Items component is located on the quick links from within the Contract Administration component. The link is also located from within the change order. click the Items quick link at the top of the screen. On the Component Action menu, select Mark Items Complete. Select one or more items to mark as complete. The Select All feature can be used to select all items. The filter can be used to help search for items. Once finished, click the Mark Items Complete button. This same method can be used to mark items not complete. Using the previous selector, navigate back to the change order and click the Increase/Decrease tab. Select the Balance Completed Items button. Select the completed items to add to the change order. Once finished, click the Balance Completed Items button. The system automatically adds or deducts quantities to balance the item. The next tab is the Change Order New Items tab. Click the New Items tab. If your change order calls for new item or if you need to add an existing contract item to a new project category, this tab must be used. To add a new item, click the Select New Item button in the New Item section. In the Reference Item field, search for the new item. Once located, choose the correct project category to add the item. When finished, click the Add to Change Order button. The system will automatically assign the new item a project and contract line number. These numbers can be changed if needed. However, you cannot use existing numbers. Enter the quantity, unit price, and funding. A supplemental description is optional but should be used for generic change order items. Once finished, click Save. Repeat these steps as many times as needed to add additional new items. The Contract Item section is used to add an existing contract item to a new project category. This is the recommended way to add a new item to a project if the item already exists on the contract and the price has not changed, as it prevents duplicate items on a contract. The instructions are the same as adding a new item. However, the contract line item number, the price, and the supplemental description cannot be changed because they must match the original contract item values. Your new item must be given a project line item number and a quantity. After approval, the new project item quantities will be rolled up into the existing contract item. The next tab is the Change Order Time Adjustments tab. Click the Time Adjustments tab. The Time Adjustments tab allows a user to modify the current completion date of any site time. The site time must be active before it is available to select. To learn more about site times, please refer to the Contract Times Training Guide. Click the Select Contract Time button. Select the site time and click the Add Time Adjustments to Change Order button. From within the site time, you have the option to enter a specific date for adjustment completion date, or you can enter the number of days in the adjustment time units. Only one field is required, as the system will populate the other field. It is recommended to enter the number of days. This method will retain the same hour and minute from the original completion date. Once finished, click Save. The next tab is the Change Order Review Tracking tab. Click the Review Tracking tab. The change order review process is optional. This allows the change order creator the option of adding one or more reviewers before the change order enters the normal approval process. These reviewers must review the change order. Once each reviewer has approved the change order is automatically submitted for approval and placed in pending approval status. If the change order is rejected, it is automatically placed in a rejected status. It will then need to be changed back to draft to allow for corrections. The change order review process can be cancelled by submitting the change order for approval before the reviewers have made a decision. To set up reviewers, click the Select Reviewers button. Select one or more reviewers to review the change order and click Save. The change order status will change to Pending Review. If a reviewer needs to be cancelled, click the row action menu for the reviewer and select Cancel Reviewer. In order for the reviewers to make their approval decision, the reviewer must open the change order. Click the Component Action menu and set their decision to approve or reject. If the review process is completed, the change order will automatically be submitted for approval. Submitting a change order for approval can be done without using the review process and instead can be done manually. From the Component Action menu, select Submit for approval. As long as the change order status is pending approval or pending review, the change order status can be changed back to draft to make revisions. From the Component Action menu, select Change to Draft. Once a change order has been submitted for approval, the system will automatically assign approval groups based upon the change order type or change order amount. It is important to note that approval groups are not person-based but are instead role-based. Specific users are not manually selected to be an approver. Anyone who has contract authority for the role at the current approval level will be notified and can make the approval decision. If approval rules need to be overridden, please contact your area construction engineer. The first approval group will be notified via email that their approval decision is requested. If approved, the next approval level will receive an email that their approval decision is requested. This occurs until the final approval level approves the change order. Afterwards, the change order will move to an approved status. Once the status has changed to approved, the change order can no longer be edited. In AASHTOWare project, an approval level can be skipped. If for some reason an approval group is unable to approve a change order, the next approval group will need to be contacted. They can approve the change order and bypass the previous level. To enter an approval decision, select the Component Action menu and select the Approve or Reject link. The next tab is the Change Order Approval Tracking tab. After a change order is submitted for approval, a user can track the approval decisions and history from within this tab. On the General tab of the change order, the contract limit percentage details are displayed. If the current change order causes the total net change percentage approved and pending change to exceed the total net change percentage allowed, you will receive an error when you submit a change order for approval. If this occurs, please contact the area construction engineer and they can assist with increasing the total net change allowed field. The contract limit percentage information originates in the Contract Progress Financials component. Within this screen, you can also see a history of the contract limit percentage. Select the Component Action menu and click the SCDOT Contract Limit Percentage link. Once the area engineer increases the contract limit percentage, the change order can be submitted for approval. The change order report can be located in the Component Action menu under Reports. It can be viewed anytime regardless of the change order status. Once approved, a historical report will be available. This concludes this tutorial. If you have any questions about change orders, please contact the AASHTOWare project administrator. Have a good day.